everyone, welcome to the Coach Dev Academy Lab Guide. Here Manu Largo. And today for the last week of the IMSA Racing Series, week 12, we traveled to Daytona, amazing track, and we're going to be driving our Audi R8 GT3. So let's take a look how a fast lap is, and then we're going to explain a little bit. Let's go. Okay, so here we are in the straight of Daytona. A lot of participation here, so let's explain a little bit. Okay, for the first corner, I used my braking point, this yellow light here on the right. We try to go as much as close as we can to the outside, to the wall, and start braking maybe a little bit to the outside, keeping the line on the outside, and releasing the brakes as we close to the inside. You will see here I'm gonna be try braking a little bit, and when we go over this bump here in the middle of the track, there's where the car goes up and goes down again. It's the place where we have to, you see the car goes down, we have to go with the throttle. You can see here very close to the grass on the left. Be very careful not to touch it because it's too dangerous. We can use all the part of the track, and pay attention to not going too wide over the curb because the grass is gonna attract you to the outside. So go only over the curb. It's really easy to go on the grass. Okay, over the curb. There's no problem this chicane, but the problem is touching the grass. Okay, so for this left-hander, we sacrifice the exit because we have to place the car on the left part of the track, and our braking point is this 100 bar here on the right. Is my braking point, and we are gonna do a late entry here on this corner, this right-hander, because we have to take a really high speed on the outside, so we have to accelerate when the car is closely to straight. As you see here, we lift the space here on the right, and we close in the outside, and we go full throttle. Be very careful with the grass again, and as you see here, we can go straight using this extra part of the track here on the left, but it's very important to accelerate 100% when the car is straight because the track is gonna be really slippery. It's 51 degrees here in this practice, so really slippery. This fast left-hander, it's gonna depends a lot of your setup. With our setup is completely flat out, but if you have really low aero, it's really important to follow the racing line, because if you move the steering wheel too fast, the car is gonna be unstable on the rear. Very important to follow the racing line. It's the most important of this corner is when in these races for the IMSA, when the P2 and the LMDH is gonna pass you, they often pass on the inside, so you have to go in a line more on the outside, and it's really easy to close a little bit more the steering wheel and lose the car. So pay attention to this corner, because it's a place where there's a lot of accidents for misunderstanding of LMDH and P2 and the GT3s. Okay, for this right-hander, my braking point is the third cone here on the. It's a little bit more to the inside of the track, but I brake it there, the third cone. When I pass the third cone, I'm gonna brake. And we are gonna place the car on the middle of the track for this corner. Again, another late entry. You see, we maintain the car. We not go too wide, because it's really dirty, this zone. So the car in the middle of the track. And little by little, we're gonna close. As you see here, the black marks on the curb. You see here on the inside. We have to touch that curb and maintain. Now, with the throttle, you see here the car, you have to rotate with throttle. We maintain on the inside, and the place to go with the steering wheel more straight is the end of the curve. Now we pass the end of the curve, we can open the steering wheel and full throttle again. The entry of the oval, really important again. My braking point is this corner when the sun here on the right ends and starts this road here on the right. So I brake here, and we have to be as much as close on the inside, because it's a really slippery corner, this one, and it's really easy to go over the grass. So take care there. And we have to sacrifice a little bit this exit of the track, because you are gonna do a lot of more meters. If you need this outside part, you can use it, but you are gonna lose time. If you think I'm gonna press the throttle too soon, I'm gonna slip and spin, it's better to go a little bit wider. But you have to be maybe the center of the track, really smooth with the throttle in this corner, especially because it's really slippery. And now full throttle. We can maintain the racing line a little bit higher on the oval to take advantage of the down. Full throttle on the oval. And for me, the most important, the most critical point here in Daytona is, as the track is, you need a lot of speed and really low aero. It's really complicated to do the chicane fast and stable. So the inputs that you put on the steering wheel and on the throttle, it's the most important. And feel the car when goes down to the second corner of the chicane is the most important, and the smooth that you can be with the throttle in the middle of the corners. We will take a look. Okay, my braking point here is again like the turn one, this yellow light here on the right. We're gonna go to fourth gear, and it's very important to go over the first curb to place the car in the perfect position. As you see here, the curve is really wide. So go over this curve And now you have to pay attention to this inside part, because there's a lot of off tracks here, really easy to do. And you have to start with the throttle at this point and control the car. Control the car. If that it can rotate, it's much better. You have to go with the throttle, make the car rotate, and pay attention again to the off track here on the right. And the exit is really critical because the car has really low aero, and go over the third curb here on the outside. As you see here, full throttle, control the off track here on the left, and now is full throttle to the finish line. That's the most critical point here, the chicane in Daytona. For me, is you have to have the car fast and stable in this zone, in the chicane. If you have that combination, it's the car is totally balanced. And that's it. That's the lap here in Daytona. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of the season 2 in iRacing. Let's get prepared for the season 3. We're gonna be making more content, more lap guides, and more setup sessions. And enjoy Daytona. There will be a lot of participation. And take care, as I said in the lap, on the chicane, the most important part of the track. So see you on track. Enjoy the last week of the iRacing season 2, and see you in season 3. Bye bye.